Hi, everyone. My name's Jenny, and I'm grateful for the chance to encourage you today in the area of living with contentment. Personally, I can find it really challenging to live with contentment. We live in a world where we are bombarded with messages constantly that tell us to seek more and more than what we've been given. Here's how you can be more beautiful, more wealthy, more respected and revered, or more secure. But if we get more and more of any of those things, do any of them truly ultimately lead to contentment? Let's examine a verse from John chapter 10 that might answer this for us. In this passage, Jesus illustrates his role as the good shepherd who cares for his people, contrasting himself with others in this world who actually are like thieves and robbers, out to deceive and harm. But the verse I want to highlight is verse 10, when Jesus says, "The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. I came that they, his sheep or his people, may have life and have it abundantly." When we think of this verse in light of contentment, we can't help but notice that Jesus doesn't talk about abundant life that comes from possessions or financial security or health, relationships, beauty, or accolades, all things I can be tempted to think will bring me contentment. Instead, he says, "I came that they may have life and have it abundantly." See, abundant life isn't found in things or in circumstances. Those things are fleeting and unreliable and never really satisfy. Abundant life is found in one person, and that is the Good Shepherd, Jesus himself. So how do we cling to this Good Shepherd and really live the abundant life of contentment that he offers when so many messages in the world are trying to tell us that there's more out there to desire? Well, first, we have to recognize that Satan, the father of lies, has been trying to convince us that God is not enough to keep us content since the very beginning. In Genesis 3, he convinced Adam and Eve that if they ate of the fruit, which Eve sees as good for food, a delight to the eyes, and to be desired to make one wise, then their eyes would be opened, and they would become like God. Satan tries to convince us of these same kinds of things today. He tries to convince us to desire things that might seem to be good things, but when we desire them more than God himself, our joy is ultimately stolen, our contentment killed, and in some cases, our lives are destroyed as we spend all of our time and energy chasing things that aren't reliable, that are fleeting, and that will never truly satisfy us. I know in my life, when I've chased those kinds of things, it's led to a lot of pain and anxiety and discouragement. So first, we have to recognize that desiring anything more than the Lord ultimately leads to emptiness and death, not contentment. But secondly, I think we also need to meditate on the goodness of the gospel and fix our eyes and hearts on the awesome reality of God's steadfast love shown to us in Jesus Christ. This is where abundant life is found. Jesus is so much greater. So today, when you and I find ourselves desiring more of something that we think will make us happy, I want to challenge us to turn our thoughts to Jesus as the Good Shepherd who cares for us. Because in a world where we are bombarded with messages that are untrustworthy, Jesus remains faithful. In a world where we might not be sure if someone's love for us is secure, Jesus' love remains steadfast. In a world where our circumstances can change in an instant and our health, our finances, our respect, our beauty, and so many other things can be taken away, our promise of eternal life with Jesus remains immovable. See how abundant our joy and contentment can be when we fix our eyes solidly on these things? Let's keep looking to Jesus together, the one who will never harm us or leave us or forsake us or deceive us. Now go, win today.